The main coffee-growing provinces in Papua New Guinea are in the Highlands region, who produce the majority of the country's coffee. Other coastal provinces growing coffee include Morobe, Central Gulf, Milne Bay, Madang, East and West Sepik. According to statistics, the average volume per person at home in the coffee market is expected to amount to 0.01 kilogram in 2024. And the coffee market in Papua New Guinea is expected to show a volume growth at home of 0.6% in 2025. According to the Coffee Industry Corporation, coffee provides jobs for more than 2 million people in the country and generates government revenue. However, providing facilities that promote the production, processing and marketing of high-quality coffee has been a long-standing issue in PNG. Nationally owned JS Coffee is one of the stakeholders in the country's coffee industry that is heavily engaged in this business. Owned by a former politician and businessman, John Simon, JS Coffee buys, processes, sells and exports coffee beans. It has been buying coffee beans from Jiwaka, Western and Eastern Highlands provinces, including Morobe and East Sepik provinces, and now it is expanding into the Central and Milne Bay provinces. So farmers in these provinces who grow and sell coffee beans now have an opportunity to sell their produce in Port Moresby. Agaun in Milne Bay province is very remote and greatly lacks government services. The village is known for producing an abundance of Arabica coffee, but due to no available markets and no proper support from the province, the coffee beans are destroyed. JS Coffee has now made it possible for farmers in this area to start buying coffee at his yard in Port Moresby.
As you can see, this man standing here, he is from the place called Agaun. Agaun has no road. Agaun is in the middle of Oro, Milne Bay, Abau. They have there in the mountains. But they also do coffee. Whereas you can see this coffee is from Agaun. And imagine they do coffee, they don't have road. I traveled to Agaun when I was the minister. And when I went up there at the time, the coffee price, the farmers normally get up there is like 2 kina, 1 kina, 1 kina 50. While the people who live beside the road, they get 6 kina, 8 kina, 10 kina per kilo. They don't get that money because they have other costs that's involved in order to get the coffee across. So here we are. This man brought about 140, 150 bags of coffee. And he brought it last year. He was looking for market to sell his coffee. CIC knows about this. CIC is the body that looks after coffee. Coffee Industry Corporation.
Revival pastor James Temene was emotional when he met Mr. Simon. In his third trip to Port Moresby last year, Pastor James brought along 140 coffee bags, stored them in a container at Dogura for over a year. He was very grateful that Mr. Simon had offered to pay him the normal 6 kina per kilogram for any other fresh coffee beans.
Lo Agaun mipla gat big coffee plantation lo place no mipla. The Rubber Bay area, Rubber Bay inland, Dagai Laji, and JSM go finish semi-looking. So we have 18 wards in Salo Dagai Laji, 18 wards and mipla ogera got coffee gardens. We have about 200,000 coffee trees we have in our 18 wards of Dagai Laji. Okay. So before I come in Ablo, 90s come in Ablo, 2024 na mi stop. Coffee mi play growing, mi play sa pikim coffee but or cooperatives no mi play sa kisim coffee camp, no supply time. For helping mi play sa kisim camp, coffee sa lose sa puang. Na mi play growers, farmers no place mi play sa kisim money likely. So long 2020, 2022 and me kisim 20 bags coffee. One time mi make him na. Mi no kam lo Rubber side, but mi karem ko long Apaw side, long Amazon Bay. Na mi float him on top long Wara, na mi karem ko down long Mauswara. Mi put him on top long double canoe, na mi kisim kamoda we long Kupiano. And me put him on PMV na me kiss him come long. Must be. Me put him on Dogura. Na 20 bags he stop go me find him. Coffee buyer go na noga. Now coffee bags he me pagarap laha. And then me go back again. Me go back again no place me talk him all church members maning to. Me pick him again. Me la put him on Dogura 6 mile. Na stop in salon container. 1 year and finish long up again. Me la find him. Na find him coffee buyer. We said through buy coffee lo me pla.
Mr. Simon, who mainly buys Robusta coffee from Ley, Maprik and Jiwaka, says he came across an incident that has forced him to open his doors. He was contacted recently by a pastor from the remote Agaun village looking for a coffee market. After listening to his story, Mr. Simon was saddened by felt the need to open up his business to the people of Central and the surrounding areas.
And he's saying, where do I sell my coffee? And in fact, he heard about me doing coffee. He said, if you guys cannot help, no, then can you guys give me the former minister's number? I want to talk to him. No one gave him my number. Last year he brought the coffee. Just imagine, all his coffee, he brought it, he left it at Dogura, and he started looking for me last year until this week. 46 bags, they took it from him, no payment, because they were going to find something where to sell. And I will not mention the names as well. I know these people very well. So they keep telling me about a coffee. I keep texting them, bring it, I'll pay, I'll buy. No one decided to do that. So anyway, I was in Australia. I went looking for market, as usual. And I got his text message. He sent me a text saying, me, Pastor Ablong, Agaun Church, I came looking for you since last year. I brought some coffee bags. Now coffee style at Dogura, 6 mile. Since last year. Hey, Dogura is just close to where I am. How come you didn't get my contact? And I couldn't find you. Sorry, true. And the Mita, I'll buy your coffee. Don't worry. Mikam arrived there on Friday. Saturday, I went to pay him a visit. Let me see the coffee. He said his coffee is locked in a container. I said, last time you brought a coffee and you put them in a container? He said, yes. I said, your coffee is already bad. This is Arabica coffee. Arabica is like the coffee that's grown in a cold climate. When you bring it to a hot, humid area, you got to keep it in a better temperature. But this one, he kept it in a container again. I said, it's already probably less than Y grade. What can I do with your coffee? But me talking to me, bro, I'll do a deal with you. I'll buy your coffee 6 kina per kilo. It's okay. If I make money, I don't make money, it's okay. But let's make a deal, we'll be friends. You go back and bring fresh coffee and I probably make money from fresh coffee. You see, if I don't buy his coffee or if I don't pay him, somebody went and offered him 2 kina 50 because that's probably what it's really worth. Now, if I don't buy his coffee, no one buys his coffee, what happens? All the accounts, the people are giving up doing coffee.